Thank you. We're just going to go in small groups, and I want you to play up the F scale with the drone, okay? Starting with the drone, starting with ones. Here we go, ones, playing up the F scale. Two, ready, and... Remember, understanding that something is not matching is the first step. If you go the wrong way, you go the other way if it gets worse, okay? I'm always like, oh, that's flat. Guess what it was? Okay, let's do number one, please. Number one. All right, here we go. What was bad about the very beginning of the third measure? The attack was bad, the intonation was bad, the volume was not blended. Other than that, it was perfection. Here we go, please, from the top again. Remember, if you have those moving lines, make sure every single note is bouncing within the texture. 2, 3, air. Measure one. Ready, and go, and... listening to balance and then blending with to get our intonation on the very first note of that one. So the last two measures we just did, 2, ready, and. First note of that last measure, first note, play and hold, and. Low voices, please play and hold, and. Everyone else, sing your note of la, sing your note of la. Everyone play and hold that note, ready, and. Next note, next note. That measure, 2, ready, that measure. Now, those two measures, put them in context. 2, ready, and. Excellent. Okay, look at D, please. The full moon. D. Very talkative today. That does not help us when we only have 2 rehearsals. I would. Here we go. Actually, I would like to start back, please, one measure earlier. One measure. At measure 39. Measure 39. Quarter note equals 84. I would like for us to really work harder at taking our low dynamics and actually making them low. All right? In reviewing a lot of this, we're just too loud for a lot of it, and that's why we're having balance issues and we're having direction, phrasing issues. We're just too loud. Okay, and that's easy to do because we're a pretty huge band. So we really have to work hard at getting good warm. I don't want to cut any players to get low volumes, but we need to make sure that we have wonderful sounds at these low dynamic levels, all right? So let's start at 39, and just play and hold your first note, no quarter note, people. So just the whole notes at 39, just the whole notes. Your piano, ready, and... That's a lovely starting dynamic, okay? And then our flutes, oboes, bassoons, you guys have moving quarter notes, alto sax, trumpets, you guys come in. And we want to make sure that we hear these moving lines, but nothing should start to get too big. But at the 2-4 before D, we are forte. Make sure it comes there and then has just a beautiful breath release. Got it? Here we go. Right at 39. 2 and ready. Alright, so make sure whatever she's doing, we're matching her on that pitch, okay? If she's wrong, we're all wrong with her. Not too bad. Third note, Savannah, make sure that F natural, make sure we listen and tune that with what's going on. That was just a little rough there. And then the fortes, we could be bigger, you guys, so I really appreciate the care of being nice and softer, but make sure that we do get up to a nice forte. Again, please, same spot. Upper voices. Don't let that jump. Make sure that we're thinking nice 4-bar phrase, even though we're articulating there. Got it? Here we go. 2, 3, There you go. box, okay? So every note head you have, whether it's connected, whether it's quarter note, whether it's an eighth note, whatever, just play the very beginning, even if it's, all right, play the very beginning of every single note here, at D. 1, 2 at D, ready, and 2, 4, 1. See, some people still want to come in early there, guys. It's a 7/8 measure. You have to be cognitive of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. It's very important that we all move there together. Again, D, music educators, that's why this thing can be very, very useful as we see where people are having issues counting. 2, ready, and go, and 2. Clarinet, second and third clarinets. Can I hear you, please? Along with alto sax, the second 7/8 measure, please. Second 7/8 measure, clarinet 2, clarinet 3, alto sax 1. Still bopping. 2, ready, and go. So we're missing the F sharp. We're playing that as an F natural. I don't know why. Boom. Let me hear clarinets, please. That 4, 4, 1, and 3, and 4, and. Correct? Okay, let me hear those, you guys. Still bopping. Ready, and go, and. That's it. You're the only ones with that. So, what's your written A? Pianissimo, make that at least a mezzo piano. We really want to hear that movement. And then tenor sax, when you come in the 4, 4 after this, 1, and 2, and 3. There are no tenor saxes. No wonder we cannot hear that line. Stop getting sick, people. It's hard to have a good performance when you're all throwing up at home. All right, here we go.
It makes it interesting.
It sure does. D as written. So be very hypersensitive of our counting here. D as written, please. 2, 3. Obviously no tenor sax, and bassoon 2 before E. Have emphasis there. It's got the accent. It's also got that with a phrase mark, right? Let's put a right accent on that. That'll be fine. You are moving us ahead. And then second flute, second clarinet, as well as horn. You guys are the only ones. And then marimba 1, vibraphone. You have eighth notes moving us into E. Make sure that that motion is there, and then we are listening. Remember, we've got whole notes, we've got quarter notes, we've got eighth notes at E. Think about your hierarchy of importance there. D again, much, much, much improved. Yes, thank you. D, ready, and. sucked because it was wrong, but at least it was a pleasure to listen to. Not. Going into E, yes. F. Tubas, man, there's 5 back there, and your mezzo forte was wonderful. Very nice, okay? So make sure we're balancing into them so the alto saxes don't have to try too hard. Dee-da-da. Don't let the tension here get us too loud too quickly. E, pickups to E, please. Pickups to E. Starting on the end of 3. End of 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Starting on the end of 3, pickups to E. So I should hear flutes and clarinets and horns. 1 and 2 and 3. Second bar of G, second measure. I want you guys in a nice strong fortissimo there so that we can not only hear that, but also hear you diminuendo. All right? And we've got a lot of tenor sax on here, a horn, okay, same thing. Making sure nice and present and then coming down. So those of you that do have these isolated fortissimos, you all have a diminuendo so that we can all come up to fortissimo together. All right, excellent. I need more alto sax, and again, I need more alto sax. 4 before G on count 3. You're the only ones that have a rearticulation there. Okay? And then we can use even more on those accents and then back off. But we can really use more impact on those. Let's start right at F, and then this time we will actually move forward ahead with tempo. Here we go. F, please. F. 2 and 3. You're going to love me today. We're going to play all this blues. While everyone's getting set, let's go ahead. We did a nice job of listening to each other, but it's getting warm in here now, and our pictures go all hand and again, there were a few instruments as we stopped, they went super sharp. So let's do that again. B flat. No low brass for that, your first note. But everyone else, we're going to take this and we're going to play lots of long tones and listen to each other. This is our nastiest section in terms of balance and especially pitch accuracy and intonation. So we're going to fix it. Sound good? Yeah, let's get better. 270. Here is count 1 of 270. I will be going by 1, 2, 3, and 4 in each measure as we have quarter notes. Coolio. Here we are. So these are our whole notes at 270. Ready? And... say a lower boy. We're on a lower boy. Who's doing it? Any more berry sax? Any more berry sax there? Ready? And... this is count 4. Count 4. So quarter keep playing, count 4. Take over, so let me hear that please. Trombones, your G flat chord here, along with euphonium. You know where we are? Actually, let me just hear the G flat and octaves. The G flat octaves. Ready, go. Blend them, blend. Can you guys more forte? There we go. Add the D flat, add the D flat. Much better. You guys being louder allows them to play with a good strong tone there, okay? So it's not strong forte. Here we go. The next chord, the A flat, right? You guys are in the third, so you have to drop that. Okay. Here we go. A flat, A flat. Sorry, you guys, A flat, A flat, my fault. Listen down. Now add E flat. This is our quarter note at 270. 1, 2, ready, go. No, this is our quarter notes. 2, 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3. Again, please, that first concert C. Blend in. We're a little too loud, some of our upper woodwinds, especially those of you for whom C is disgustingly sharp. Here we go, 270. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3. Must be subdividing ta. You must be subdividing that. If that is not nice and beautiful and sforzando and a nice first start, then that is just, that is a lovely flam by the percussion. We do not want that. Here we go, 270, again, and 2, and 1, and go, and. Now we're still getting qua when it is here. Those people, 270, please. 2, and 1, and go. You are not top. 2, ready, and. You hear that? Whoa. Each individual. Ta. Here we go. 2, 1.
You want the preludes for the first time?
Yep. 2, ready. Yeah, except I hear this. Right? Some of you, genuinely, you need that contact to feel that. But guess what? Ooh, I'm moving my toe, and no one can hear me doing the hoedown on stage. Right? I hate I get it. Middle school bands, and you're teaching pulse and those things. But when this is louder than the playing, it's a little annoying. All right, here we go. 270, 270. Those people again. 2, 1, and. Nope, early. Percussion has to breathe too. Nope. A little closer now, we need to match the note length. I like the ta a little bit more there. You guys are a little too forward on that, but I like your balance better. All right, so combine and do the perfect instrument. 2, 1, and. Oh, now we have a wrong note. E natural and B natural. I'm sure that those are perfectly in tune, aren't they? Let's do that again. 2, ready, and. There we go. 270. Here we go. 270. Oh, 1 and 2. Brass at 290, all of your half notes were really quite lovely until the last one. I would like to hear, please, let me hear the concert F. Concert F at 291, second half note. Second half note, 291, concert F. Ready, go. Look what you made me do. That chord, F, please, F. Add the C, add the C. Add the E flat, add the E flat. One more E flat. F7 chord without the third in there. Alright? It's not freaky. There we go. Pickups to 290. Pickups to 290. In time. 1, 2, 1. Let's do that again. So it's really that C for you guys, okay? And keep it that low. Alright? Again. 1, 2, 1. Yes, here we're going wah, wah, wah. We're here, pesante. Ha, 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 ha. That wah, wah, wah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Alright, now let's explore this last one a little bit. We've got lots of stuff going on, but hopefully we can give you some directed listening. The last whole note, let me hear a concert. B flat, please. B flat, and listen for your concert pitch, because we're going to add it in. B flat, ready, go. So you guys that are up there, and some of you, right, rarely are seconds playing that C up there, so if you need to take it down an octave, go ahead. Let's make sure we're listening to low voice to tune that, please, for the B flat. Ready, go. Cluster chord. Say one time. Okay? Let's go pick up to 290, and as we get there, it's not just a free-for-all, right? It has to be balanced, and you have to listen to where we are, okay? Here we go. Pick up to 290. 1 and 2 and 1. Let's run this piece. Do you like me? I like you. Check the box. Yes or no? I once was in 7th grade, and I had that, and I was passing it, and the teacher saw it, and so it was on its way back to me. I know, and she was like, so and so, bring it up, because it was the other dude's fault, because he was like, here, and threw it. So really his fault. So the teacher was like, would read the notes when and it was like, do you like me? Check the box. No. I know, that was like 80 years ago, and I still, man. Little did you know, that girl turned out to be Michelle. No. All right, here we go. no matter what the results, if you were guaranteed a spot in this ensemble, no matter what the results, how many of you would not be in symphonic band if you had to audition? Raise your hand. How many of you would not be in this band if you had to audition, no matter what your result was? Right, just curious. Thanks. What? I think half of you fell asleep while you were in. You're just trying to figure out how, especially some of the studio faculty wondering like, oh, there's people around who don't know who they are, and then that would make the whole principal thing easier. But I know some of you, it's like, I don't want to audition this one in this band. So just check it out.